Hello everyone, welcome to Case a Card, where once a month a few of us copy and selectively edit a card from a current Stampin' Up! Catalog. So I picked a card on page 58 out of the annual May 2022 to April 2023 catalog. And it's this card here. I just thought it was cute the way they did it, but I don't have potted geraniums, and I have been wanting to use cheerful baskets, so that's what I did. I used that and the coordinating dies, which are called full basket dies, and they can be found on page 35 of the annual, or page 162 for the dies separately if you just want them. And then I also used the deckled rectangle dies, the smallest two. And lastly, I used the split card texture dies. Now, in looking at this, this does not cut out. It cuts into the paper. So I did it that way and put it on top paper, and then I realized they actually cut it off so it looks like another layer. So I did the same thing, but I switched to real red, and I'll just show you. Yeah, let me show you what I did, and then I'll tell you the rest. So on page 58, this is, well, let me leave this here because I'll show you my card. You know what, I'm going to cover up the other page because that way we'll have a blank something to put my card on, right? So it's not distracting you or my camera. So here is my card. Isn't it cute? This is done out of crumb cake, and it's two of the dies. It's three actually. Well, it's four. The kitty and the apples I colored using Stampin' Up's watercolor pencils, and I used real red, basic gray, pumpkin pie, and white, and a tiny little bit of crushed curry in the apples, and cherry cobbler, and also old olive. That's all the colors I used. So here's the piece of paper I cut that out of. I guess it would have been like this, the background. And I used a blending brush and balmy blue ink to go over this white piece of card most of the way. It didn't look like it covered the whole background. It might have, I don't know, but I didn't. Then this, I used craft paper, and I believe this is just 1/2 inch by 3.5 inch, something like that. Yeah, because this is 4. And then these are, they're bigger than 1/4 but less than 1/2. And I think they were like 1 3/8 or 5/8 long, but I made them go off the edge of the paper so I could cut them even. Sorry about my nails. And then I realized real red looks more orange with the colored pencils. I did use the these blender pens also to blend the colors a little bit on the apples. And in the catalog they have the black matte dots, but I used the brushed metallic adhesive back dots in copper because I thought it would go nice, and I used copper foil for the basket handle, which I realized after I put it on I should have flipped it over and had it drooping down, but it looks like somebody was carrying it and it's just laying on top of the apples. And then this is a piece of copper foil also, and this is stamped in crumb cake to go with this, which is crumb cake. And I just thought it was adorable. And then I also used, there were in the dies, there were some apple and leaf dies, so I put 2 of them on, even though they don't exactly match those apples because the card base is real red. And I also used some brushed brass butterflies, which they actually had done also. They had 3 on there, so I put 3 on there. Plus the kitty's looking up, and I don't know if that kitty's looking at the apples or the butterflies or both. So anyway, I thought that was cute. And inside, all I did was take the brush and just soften the edges a little bit with whatever was left on the brush in the Balmy Bloom. Let's see, this is bumped up, the bench is bumped up, the kitty's bumped up, and these two apples, of course, then are bumped up, and this is bumped up. So it's a little, it doesn't have a ton of dimension, but it has some. I think it came out pretty good, except I'm not real happy with the apple color. Maybe I should have used my Stampin' Blend alcohol markers, but for some reason I was thinking they'd look better with the colored pencil, but maybe not. So what do you think? Apples aren't all the same colors anyway, right? Maybe if I just add a little yellow on them, it would make them look like a different variety. I don't know. Just doesn't go with these, and there's no stamp for just a separate apple. I guess I could maybe take this one and then try and, I don't know if the die would fit over it, or fussy cut. Anyway, there you have it. That's my case of card using this one from page 58. My take on it with the Cheerful Basket bundle. Currently a bundle, and there's 2 sheets of dies in here, just so you know. So it cuts the hearts and the crafty stuff, and the kitty and the butterfly, of course the apples. Now I cut these a little off too. I had too much white up here, so I did have to fussy cut them. And I did cut a one of these little mini dimensionals in half to put under these 2 leaves, because they kind of stick out and we're getting kind of bendy. So, but other than that, yeah, I had fun making it. So I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, they look like orange apples when I'm looking at them in the computer. I don't know what to do about that at this point, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please go check out Heather Ink with Heather. I know she participates. I'm not sure Stamp Grower usually does, but she has a personal event going on real soon, a happy one, and I know she couldn't participate in Monday, so I'm thinking she might not be on for the 5th either, unless she did it ahead. So I'm not sure. Check her channel and see. But you know, those are the 2 that I know of that normally would participate. So yeah, be sure to check them out. I'll put links to both channels down below, and go ahead and pull out your catalog and find a card design you like and use whatever stamp sets or dies you have. That's the message. And copy, and so you can either copy and selectively edit, which is what I like to do, or you can copy and share everything, which basically is doing the card exactly as it is in the catalog, and that's okay too. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Have a great October. Stay dry if you're in a soggy area like I am the last few days. Anyway, take care. Bye.